The struggle to find meaning and purpose in life is a deeply personal journey, often intertwined with experiences of trauma or witnessing the profound. Individuals grappling with existential angst carry the weight of these profound experiences, which can shape their perception of the world and their own place within it. This struggle is not confined to specific diagnoses, but rather reflects a complex response to life's most profound questions. Existential angst is a deeply human experience, transcending traditional labels and diagnostic boundaries. It is a reflection of the human condition, shaped by individual narratives and the complexities of existence. The impact of existential trauma and profound experiences can intertwine with depression and angst, shaping an individual's perception of self, others, and the world. This complexity underscores the need for a holistic approach to understanding and supporting those navigating this deeply personal terrain. Existential angst is shaped by the weight of existential trauma and profound experiences. These experiences, especially at pivotal ages, have a profound effect on your psyche. They shape your worldview, sparking an existential curiosity that most children and even adults never experience. You start questioning the nature of life, death, and everything in between. At an age where most kids are worried about school, friends, and cartoons, you're no longer just a child, you're an existential child. You view the world through a different lens. Life isn't just about living, it's about understanding the very essence of existence itself. Experiences, both terrifying and enlightening, set the stage for a life filled with existential questioning. You're driven to seek enlightenment obsessively and compulsively. Each day becomes a pursuit of the next existential revelation, a pursuit that seems to be an obsession or a codependency of sorts. And this, my friends, is just the beginning. This existential journey is far from over. It's a path filled with introspection, esoteric education, and challenges to societal norms. So buckle up, it's going to be quite a ride. Existing as an existential child, my behaviors and thought processes developed differently, setting me apart from my peers. As a child, I was always asking the big questions. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? While other children were playing with toys or watching cartoons, I was lost in introspection, grappling with these existential quandaries. My mind was a whirlwind of thoughts and ideas, a constant search for answers. This quest for understanding was not just a curiosity but a compulsion, an obsession. It drove me to seek out unexplainable phenomena, like witnessing Bigfoot or having spiritual visions. These experiences, far from the norm of a typical childhood, only fueled my existential fire. This was not a phase or a fleeting curiosity, this was my life, my reality. I was an existential child, a different kind of thinker. My mind was constantly ticking, constantly questioning, constantly seeking. But this unique perspective was not without its challenges. My relentless pursuit of enlightenment led me down paths less traveled, into a series of existential crises. These were not your typical teenage angst or adolescent identity crises. These were deep, profound crises that shook me to my core, questioning my existence, my purpose, my reality. These existential crises, coupled with my encounters with the unexplainable, created a storm within me. A storm of thoughts, emotions, and questions that seemed to have no end. This constant state of questioning, this relentless pursuit of answers, was not just a part of my personality, it was my personality. This is the life of an existential child, a life of introspection, of questioning, of seeking, a life that is not always easy, but one that is rich in thought and experience. It's a life that has shaped me, molded me, and made me who I am today. My unique existential perspective led to a series of crises that would shape my life and my quest for enlightenment. It's not a path I chose, but it's the path I've walked, and it's a path I continue to walk, always seeking, always questioning, always learning. My journey led me to a disorder seldom discussed in medical literature, a merging of existential crisis and complex PTSD. It is a narrative woven from my unique life experiences, some quite extraordinary. From near-death experiences to Bigfoot sightings and spiritual visions, these events have shaped my psyche in ways that defy conventional understanding. These experiences stirred within me an existential turmoil, a questioning of life's very essence, its purpose, and the nature of reality itself. This existential crisis, a term often thrown around lightly, is a profound state of being. It is a quest for answers, a search for meaning in a universe that often seems indifferent. It is a state of mind that can be both enlightening and debilitating. Simultaneously, I grappled with the symptoms of complex PTSD, a disorder characterized by recurring distressing experiences, emotional numbness, and an increased arousal to stimuli. This condition often stems from prolonged exposure to traumatic events, and it can greatly impact one's ability to function in everyday life. In my case, these two states intermingled, creating a unique disorder, an amalgamation of existential crisis and complex PTSD. Symptoms of both conditions coexisted and interacted, shaping my perceptions and behaviors in unique ways. The hallmark of this hybrid disorder is a compulsive, obsessive drive to seek enlightenment. This relentless pursuit, this insatiable thirst for understanding, is what sets it apart from either complex PTSD or an existential crisis alone. It's an obsession, an addiction, a codependency of sorts. It is not without its challenges. This incessant quest often leads me down rabbit holes of introspection and esoteric exploration. It drives me to challenge societal norms and continually question the status quo. It is a life of perpetual inquiry, a life lived on the precipice of the next existential crisis. This pursuit, this obsession, it's more than just complex PTSD or an existential crisis. It's a codependency of sorts, a relentless drive for enlightenment. Through introspection and esoteric education, I've begun to challenge societal norms and propose a new theory. Looking back at the near-death experiences, the existential child, and the merger of existential crisis with complex PTSD, we've traversed a unique and captivating journey. This journey, filled with turmoil, enlightenment, and a pursuit of understanding, has led to a revolutionary idea. Let's introduce a new theory. A theory that merges the profound implications of existential crises with the debilitating effects of complex PTSD. This amalgamation, this fusion of concepts, we'll name it Existential Complex Trauma Disorder. This new theory, this existential complex trauma disorder, encapsulates the incessant pursuit of enlightenment, the obsessive engagement with existential crises, and the resulting personality that challenges societal norms. This is my journey, my discovery. It's a unique perspective that challenges societal norms and pushes the boundaries of our understanding of both existential crises and complex PTSD.